goodness me. Oh my goodness me, my lovely friends. Thank you very much for joining me here on the Asma Radio Network, Ivana Sakakredo and Moonstrike TV. And I tell you what, I am really, really excited to be back. I know I have not been here for a few weeks, but then here we go. Life has so many things, which, life is bringing us various things, but then here we go. It's really, really good to be here, really good to be here. So if you are tuning in live or on replay, I extend a very, very warm welcome. It's good that you are joining in, sharing this time and space with me, with us here on the Asma Radio Network, Ivana Sakik Radio and Moonstrike TV. And while I'm talking to you, while I'm welcoming you, I'm desperately trying to think of a song by Johnny Cash, and I forgot the other one. What Mr. Producer Dave is inviting me to sing. I tell you what, because I tell you what, it's so exciting. That is the most beautiful thing in live television or live radio or live everything live, that you are talking. There is one side of you talking, the other side of you is thinking, and the other side of you is trying to feel into the song, and then the last part of you is trying to hear what your producer is singing. So you are hearing that. But here we go. I'm going to share this invitation with you. So if you can think, my lovely audience, listener, viewer out there, if you can think of a song by Bam, I think that was one of them. Yeah, that was one of them. And the other one was Johnny Cash. I know I can't sing songs, but then quite recently, actually, I've been listening to the road song, my very, very, very favorite song. But here we go. You know what? I can't think of a song. You see, when you really want to say the title of the song. So I tell you what, it's very fascinating because I was talking about how we are looking after ourselves in our physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual sense. But then this invitation by Mr. Producer Dave, that think about a song or sing one song, really is taking a different turn to this show. And I just love it because I love doing things on the spur. How you are inspired. So let's talk about this. Let's go with this motion that you see there was an invitation. Okay, Mr. Producer Dave was inviting me to sing a song, and I'm really desperately trying to think and feel into the song, and let alone trying to sing the song. But then you see, this is what life brings to us, because we can have plans. So I love this one. We can have plans, and we can think, and we can feel into things. And then we feel that it's really, really important to talk about those things and share about and inspire you and empower you when we are here. But you see, life can bring us very, very different situations and questions and invitations. So just, my lovely listener, just really feel into, when was the last time when life really gave you a moment of what is happening, a little moment of shake, a little moment of wake up, a little moment of sidetracking you, a little moment of different type of inspiration, different moment of, change your pattern of thinking, the being and the feeling. Because I honestly, actually, it's quite nice because it's matching with the original thing, what I wanted to talk to you about, but then how we are also adjusting ourselves and being flexible about our situations and our lives. And then you see, I know in this show, I'm not saying I'm supposed to be doing readings, because I can do readings and I can bring spiritual conversations with you. But then at the same time, we can have empowering, little chit chat. And I really, really hope that what we are bringing to you, what is present to me or to us in this very moment, in this conversation right now, in this show, while you are listening here, is going to resonate something with you. So the request is, the challenge is, the invitation is to feel into, what do you feel? How does it resonate with you when life is giving you a different question, a different input, a different flow, a different inspiration? Because we need to notice those signs, so we can be very much on our track of thoughts and plans and structure and outcome, when we are thinking of some kind of outcome, because in our current life, we definitely want to measure and feel and all those things. So we are really focusing on some kind of outcome. But then just feel into, we are so much alive, we are so much being in this physical reality that we cannot miss the opportunity when an inspiration comes or an invitation comes. Because why? That's why I just so love this conversation, because when we go back to spirit consciousness, back to God, and we are going to have the conversation of feeling into, at least this is how I'm imagining is going to happen, or for me definitely is going to happen, because this is what I'm creating for myself, that when we are going back to spirit, God consciousness, God, spirit, light, the universe, the up, just really being in that space, that we will reflect on our life, how much we were in a very present moment, how we were able to respond and react to things, and most certainly feel what is really around us and what is really resonating with us. Because we can, with our mind, we can have really set ideas what we want to do and what we want to achieve. But then energetically, there is always something else to notice. I feel that really the conversation, the most important thing here is noticing and having the intention that actually, yes, we can live our life in a very structured way. We can be very grumpy and we can be very set in our own ways. But then what if we are changing the energy? What if we are shifting the energy? And what if you are in your own community, in your own family, in your relationships, in your work situation, in your community, in your town, whatever, you want to create that community. Maybe you are the only one who is resonating, who is feeling that frequency. And then most certainly we need to be that way. We need to have that joy, that childlike reaction, and being alive, and being really open to what is really coming to us, and being able to adapt ourselves. We can put the structure and everything to the side, but then we are alive because we are noticing the invitation, we are noticing, we are responding to that, we are welcoming it, and we are thinking about it. And you see, most certainly, I tell you what, I am just so grateful for this invitation, Mr. Producer Dave, because I wanted to name the song, which I'm still thinking about. Anyway, it's going to come to me because I'm talking to you from my right side of my brain, most certainly not from the left, because I would find the title for the song in my brain. But here we go. The song what I am thinking of is the Country Road, Take Me Home. And I love the way how now spirit consciousness in the form of Mr. Producer, our producer Dave, gave this invitation, because that song is bringing me back to somewhere. That song is bringing me back to the very first time when I started this series of shows nearly 2 years ago, bringing me back to a point in my life where I welcomed the invitation to share about things and being here with you and being on that next stage of my current life, But then it is a conversation. It's a conversation that you take it on as well. And Mr. Producer, they knows very well the song Take Me Home, Country Road. I love this song, and quite recently, the Spirit is giving me the song. I'm just suddenly remembering the song, and I need to sing it. I need to put it on, and just goes on, replay. It repeats itself until the frequency is filled the space and fill my heart and fill my love, fill my energy. Because then we are going on to something else. But then you see, once we get the inspiration, the invitation, then we need to respond to that. So, Mr. Dave, thank you very much for the song and for the title and the invitation, because that is actually how you see it's how interesting. Just you cannot make it even more spontaneous and alive than this conversation right now, my friends. That my original conversation was about how we are looking after ourselves. So I was thinking about physical, mental, emotional, spiritual well-being, and how spirit is helping us and all those things. But you see, one way or another, we always get to the conversation, and it was just a different invitation, a different energy, a different uptake, the different energy, a different approach, a different feel and sense of the conversation. And why it is really, really interesting and just beautiful, because this is what we needed to experience right now. So you see, every single one of us is a light being, whether you know it, whether you approach it that way or not. But then we need to know, we need to remember, every one of us is a little star, a starlight, a star being, And then while we are here in the physical reality, physical body, then that is the most important thing what we can do, always bringing ourselves back to ourselves and remembering the light what we are. And then if you notice, just notice when you have somebody around you in your community, in your family, who is very much stuck in the not just in the traffic, but stuck in a pattern, a structure, or just doing, and that is the main theme of that person. But then you need to be that light being who is bringing a different input, a different energy, a different conversation, a different question, a different invitation, a shake up, a different input into the life of that person. And then just remember that is why we are here on this earth plane, to feel that light, to feel that inspiration, to feel empowered, because then once we have somebody next to us who might be a little bit off track for the moment, then we are helping that person, helping to light the candle of the person. I always go back to the original Anna Frank conversation, always going back to the original Anna Frank conversation. We were saying that bring the light forward and bring the light, share the light with somebody else. So Anna Frank conversation, bring the light and share the light for the next person. So my lovely friends, that was just a very, very interesting and one of the most spontaneous shows I have ever done here on the Aswa Radio, even on Psychic Radio and Moonstruck TV, but I most certainly needed to turn out this way. So Mr. Dave, producer, thank you very much for the invitation. And my friends, make sure that you put the song on Take Me Home Country Road by John Denver. So that was a different song, not the one what Mr. Producer was asking for, but here we go. That is what came to me immediately. So my lovely friends, thanks very much for being here, sharing this space with me. You can find me on ZsuzsannaMedium.com and on all the social media pages as Zsuzsanna Medium. Most recently, I'm doing the TikTok thing, so you can check me there as well. And it's always 9 letters, ZSUZSANNA, medium.com. And I'm available for readings, long ones, medium ones, and shorter conversations as well. So it was just really another really fun time to be here, and I really hope that you enjoy this conversation. Come back next time and make sure that you tune in with the other shows. I'm sending you lots of love, many, many blessings, and loads of love. Enjoy.